Welcome to this beautiful hummingbirds section of the blanket where we'll draw some hummingbirds with simple eyelets. So this technique is called filet crochet and it's worked on a background of double crochet. So this is all plain double crochet stitches, and then we make some eyelets with just like a chain one, skip one, and we're going to shape it in the shape of a hummingbird. There's 4 of those repeated across. So let me show you how to read the chart and make this section easy, so you have the least amount of counting as possible, because that's the only drawback with filet crochet, is that you need to put the eyelets in the right spots. So along with the written instructions comes this chart. The chart is way easier once you know how to read it to work from, because it avoids you having to count too much, and you can see how the stitches are supposed to be compared to each other. So for example, here on the tail, you can see that there's a diagonal shaping, and that way you don't have to count all those stitches and all those stitches, but just like one before, one after. So how does the chart work? So right-handed crocheters are going to start in the bottom left corner, and they're going to work stitch by stitch, row by row across the chart, starting at the bottom and going up to the top. Left-handed, we start in the bottom right corner, and we do just the same. We work stitch by stitch all the way and then up. This is 45 stitches wide, and that's 1 repeat of your hummingbird. You have a total of 4 across the blanket, and we do have 15 stitches that are just plain double crochet on each side of the blanket just to finish it off. Now every white square, like rectangle on the chart, is a double crochet stitch, and every gray square is a chain one, skip one. So every gray block here is a little eyelet. Now what you're going to do is you're going to work from whatever corner you need to start on. I'm going to start in the bottom right corner because I'm left-handed, and I'm going to work my way upwards. So the first 3 rows are full double crochet. It's wide all the way. So I worked a little swatch up and made those first 3 rows already. I didn't do the full 45 stitches just to keep this video decent length, but I'm working inside this black box up to this black line. So I did 15 stitches, which is up to here, and I am now at row 4. So row 1 started here, which means row 2 started here and went in this direction. Row 3 started here and went in that direction. So for row 4, I'm here and I need to work in this direction. So I need to double crochet 4 stitches because I have 4 white boxes here. Then I need to do one of my chain one, skip one stitch, and then double crochet again. So that's an eyelet. And I have 2 of those in a row because I have 2 little gray boxes with just 1 double crochet in between. Chain one, skip one, double crochet. And then it's double crochet until the end. Now because you have several repeats of this hummingbird across your blanket, I'm just going to work until the end, but you will actually need to count how many stitches you have to work between the end of this hummingbird and then the start of the other one. I do recommend you use stitch markers to mark every repeat, so that you, in case you make a mistake, it doesn't offset into the next hummingbird and it stays into only one hummingbird, and makes it more discreet and less chance you have to go back, unless you're like super perfectionist. But otherwise, one small, like if one eyelet is offset, it's not gonna hurt the overall feel of your blanket. So I was here, I'm gonna finish my row. So this first row is the one where you have to count. You have to count how many stitches you have to do before your eyelets, and you have to count how many stitches after that. From the next row onwards, I just count compared to the existing eyelets in my section. So for the next row, for example, row 5, I'm gonna start here. And I'm gonna see here, okay, this is the eyelet I had. Next one is 1 stitch after. So I'm just gonna double crochet until my eyelet. So here I'm at the eyelet. I'm going to double crochet in my eyelet. So here for the double crochets that are over the eyelet, I like to work over the entire chain one stitch. Some people prefer to work in the chain one, but I find it really hard to poke my hook in there. And I also find that working over the full chain is gonna give me a more open eyelet, and I want those hummingbirds to shine, so I prefer it this way. Then you're gonna chain one, skip one, so you're gonna skip that double crochet. You're gonna make a double crochet in the next eyelet, chain one, skip one, and then double crochet until the end of your row, or like the next place you have to make an eyelet, basically on the next hummingbird. So if we continue in this way, when you're gonna do chain two and turn your work, that's when you have your right side facing. You can see here that your eyelets are shaping up like the tail, and you're just gonna keep working them offset compared to the previous ones, and then shape the whole bird this way. I hope this little video helped.